What's up, family? Tonight it's gonna be Q&A. I dropped some serious information on. It was just one of a couple of mores on there last night, and they was just. He was like, "Man, thank you so much, King El Bey. You dropped some fire last night." Let me see if I can pull that up on this. Last night I talked about how to get a power of attorney over your children with a 2848 form through the IRS, or you or drafting a power of attorney over where you get power of attorney, utilizing your kid's social to operate and create a business and start utilizing that as a business purpose. So a lot of you guys, y'all missed out. Y'all need to go check out that live because I'm gonna take that one actually down because they might strike that a little bit. I ain't gonna say it's a lot of real good information on there, trying to give some of the Moors a chance to come on in, to give everybody a chance to come on in on this, cause I'm gonna drop some fire tonight, and I'm gonna show you tonight. I want to talk about the source of the funds. I want to talk about the source of the funds, so you will know where King El Bey is coming from when I start talking about source of the funds. I want to show y'all this, right? And it talks about a U.S. person being a U.S. person and all of this. So this coming straight out of IRS. My dude, Main Moon, he had posted this, and I was just looking at it. I said, okay, this would be good something. And it explains. It says a United States person. The term United States person means a citizen or a resident of the United States, a domestic partnership, a domestic corporation. So this is what you got to look at. In order to, these are the things to be a U.S. citizen. You either a citizen or a resident, right? A domestic partnership, a domestic corporation, any estate other than a foreign estate, any trust, if a court with the United States is able to exercise primary supervision over the administration of the trust, and one or more United States persons have the authority to control all substantial decisions of the trust. Any other person that is not foreign, right? So let's go down some more. A foreign person includes a non-resident alien individual, a foreign corporation, a foreign partnership, a foreign trust, a foreign estate, any other person that is not a U.S. citizen. And then it says generally the U.S. branch of foreign corporations, generally the U.S. branch of a foreign corporation or partnership is treated as a foreign person, referred to the Internal Revenue Code 7701A31. So I want y'all to see that because this is very important, right? Because it's going to talk about the sources and controlling of the funds. Hold on. Hey, I'm doing a video. I'm gonna say you I have to get my friend her phone. So let's get into this a little bit, family. Let's get into this a little bit. Try to get some more people to. It's just you, Akano. So far, so good. Let me drop this on y'all. So why do King El Bey talk about the source of the funds? Why is that real important about the source of the funds? Why is that so important when King El Bey talk about source of the funds? Why am I talking like that? Source of the funds. So this is the United States code that's been converted into that's that this the Internal Revenue Code that's been converted into a United States code. But I want you to understand. Let's go down to what it says, 31A. Okay, it says a foreign estate or trust. Foreign estate. The term foreign estate means an estate that income from sources without the United States, which is not effectively connected with the conduct or of trade or business within the United States, is not includable in gross income under subtitle A. So I want to show y'all why I'm talking about this in relationship to what I was talking about last night in the video, because a lot of people don't get it. So when remember, I talk about the source of the funds because you want to show. So let's go to the gold clause of the United States. The gold clause. Why am I talking about the gold clause? Because the United States can't do nothing but, and they can't listen. The Constitution said they can't discharge debt but with gold and silver. Gold clause and consent to sue. In this section, gold clause mean a provision in or related to an obligation alleging to give the obligee a right to require payment in gold, a particular United States coin or currency, United States money measured in gold, or a particular coin or currency. Public debt means a domestic obligation issued or guaranteed by the United States government to repay money or interest. The United States may not pay out any gold coin. A person lawfully holding United States coins or currency may present the coins and currency to the Secretary of Treasury for exchange for dollar for other United States coins and currency other than gold and silver, and they may be lawfully held. Right? For other United States coin and silver, coins and currency other than gold and silver coins that may be lawfully held. The Secretary shall make the exchange under regulations prescribed by the Secretary. So, what you have to understand when you look at this, you got to understand. Okay, what is the regulations? What's all of this? So long as you follow the regulations and you do all of this, I'm not gonna go over everything because I probably need to break this up into more and more videos to show you. So what I was talking about last night, a lot of y'all coming on the public side where y'all trying to be the surety and exchange your labor for surety, but you should have everything backed by gold and deposited into the U.S. Treasury. They're not going to give you back gold and silver, but you can get the credit. You can get the credit. One of the problems that I have is we don't understand how to land this information, right? Let me see if I can get some more people on here that can see on YouTube or something that wanted to get some more questions. What's going on with this? Try to get some more people on here. I need to make this video not too long. Try to get some more people on here. So let's bust this back down. Let's start breaking this back down so people can understand. So let's go back. So it says foreign estate or trust. It's the term foreign estate means an estate that income of which from sources without the United States, which is not effectively connected with the conduct of trade or business within the United States, is not includable in gross income under subtitle A. So, first of all, you're going to get your religious exemption, making sure that it's outside of the jurisdiction. Then number two, what you got to understand is about it being a foreign estate. And that we talking about the source of the funds. So how is the funds gonna come in? You're gonna start depositing gold and silver into the treasury and buying up all treasury bonds and notes so that you can control the jurisdiction. Now you're not entering the United States. The United States owe you an obligation. Hold on one second, family. Give me some drink. So, what do this mean? I want y'all to look at this as I continue to go over it. Let me go back to the code. Foreign trust means any trust other than a trust described in subparagraph E of paragraph 30. Let's say. So it says, um, term foreign trust means any trust other than a trust described in subparagraph E of 30. So it's any trust. If any trust, if a court with the United States is able to exercise primary supervision over the administration of the trust, or one or more United States persons have authority to control all substantial decisions of the trust. What does that mean? That means they have a right, a U.S. person is sitting in there, they can write contracts.
You went blank and I can't hear you.
Okay, hold on. don't know what's wrong. My camera want to keep going back and forth. They want to kick me out virtual backgrounds. They want to do all of this different things. Like this, it's been all kind of crazy. Um, I don't know what's wrong. It keep doing this. Could you hear me now? Can
Yeah,
you?
yeah, I hear you now.
So I'm just trying to break this down so y'all can understand what's going on with the jurisdiction. Um, why why won't give me the virtual background now? This camera. I don't know why it keep doing that. See why? I don't know why. I don't know why. So I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with the camera. So what I want to break down to y'all is how this stuff works in the jurisdiction and how it works. So when I talk about the source of funds, you need to understand what that means and it relates to the jurisdiction. This is why you have to know what source of funds is. And I broke that down last night in the video. And this is what I was explaining. Why do you want to deposit the money into the United States Treasury in gold and silver? Why do you want to do that? Why do you want to do that? Family, why do you want to do that? Why do you want to do that? Because you have to understand where the source of the funds. You have to understand, like, you depositing the money. We trying to do what? Kill the inflation and bring the United States back out of bankruptcy. Because we are a creditor. Because you got to remember, the Moors got peace treaties with the United States. So we're trying to also promote peace. So we become a creditor of the United States, just like China and all of these other places that's holding U.S. bonds, treasury bonds, and other notes, debt notes. Now we're the creditor. Now we got evidence of what we're doing in relationship. And now, instead of doing the secure party creditor on that side, trying to use you know, the secure liens and all of that different stuff, we can actually show the substance in the form. Let me see. I'm fucking go over there. The substance in the form doctrine. If I can share the video. So let me share this video. Let me make it bigger. But let me go ahead and hit y'all with this so y'all can see the screen. Can y'all see that screen?
Yeah.
It says substance over form is an accounting principle used to ensure that the financial statement give a complete, relevant, accurate picture of the transaction and events. If an entity practices the substance over form concept, then the financial statement will convey the overall financial reality of the entity economic substance, rather than simply reporting the legal record of the transaction, the form. In according in accounting for business transactions and other events, the measurement and reporting is for the economic impact of an event instead of its legal form. Substance over form is critical for reliable financial report. It is a particular relevant in cases of revenue recognition in sales and purchase agreements. The key point of the concept is that transactions will be recorded in such a manner as to hide the true intent of the transaction which mislead the readers of a company's financial statement. So what they're trying to do, right? They're trying to when you come in on their public side, they got you listed as a federal agent, and none of your labor is constituted as evidence that you're working. They try to say you are operating on their behalf as a federal agent. Do that make sense?
Mhm.
So let me ask y'all, do y'all got any questions? So let's go back to the Internal Revenue. So let me show y'all about the Internal Revenue Service. Let's go to their site. So I see you. What's up? Intelligent Mo LLC, Jafel Ali. Yeah, what's up? What's up, my brother? So, what's up, King Jafels? So, let's look at the Internal Revenue Service and let's go through how I'm setting mine up. So, so do I? Here we go. Where are you? Search. Let me hit the EIN.
Are you saying something? If you talking, I can't hear nothing you saying.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
It, for some reason, since I dropped this stuff last night, it started to do that. I don't know why it just started doing that today. I think the system is trying to I don't know what it's trying to do.
They listening to you.
Yeah, so I'm dropping. So look, we're gonna get straight into this, right? So I was going over this. So a lot of you guys, if y'all want to get rid of your social, you can. Do you can do that SS5 form. Or so this is what I'm doing. So it asks you before applying for an EIN, you should have already determined what type of legal structure, business, or type of organization being established. So I'm not coming in as a sole proprietor, businessship, or corporation limited. I'm not coming in as an estate or trust. I'm clicking here. It says additional types include tax exemption and governmental organizations. If none of these above fit you to establish, there are several other choices from. So let's go down here. Could y'all see that? Could you still hear me?
Yeah, you good.
Okay. So it goes into a church. It tell you what a church is. Can y'all see that? That little pop-up window or not?
Yeah, the third and fourth selection.
Yeah. But could you see where it's where it got the definition for church? It got a question mark. Y'all see that pop-up window? You probably can't see it.
No.
Okay. It's a little pop-up window like if you don't click you don't click there, if you just click onto the church, a window will pop up. But it says for tax purposes. So I want you to understand this tells you for tax purposes. A church refers to any organization claiming to be a church or any convention or association of a church. The church includes temples, mosques, and other types of houses of worship. To be considered the tax purpose must be part of the organized religion and must have a mission statement. It must be formally organized as a distinct legal entity. Certain characteristics are generally attributed to churches. They include a legal existence, a religious history, a recognized creed from a worship form of worship, literature of its own, a definite and distinct ecclesiastical government, a formal code of doctrines and disciplines, organizations or ordained ministers after completing prescribed courses, established places of worship with regular congregations uh, and regular services and regular religious instruction for members. So I picked this. Why do I pick a control? Keng El Bey pick a control because it says a church control organization. Why do I want to pick that for me? A church control organization is a branch of a church, including a men's and women's group, a religious society, mission statement, or youth, or let me see if I can post this so you guys can see it. I'm gonna let me go up top. Let's go. Let me see if I can post this in the chat. Greetings. See if I can see that in the chat. So, hold on one second, family. Trying to get, ain't nobody coming on. We just got two. Ain't nobody coming on today. So, I'm gonna break this down. So I do a church control entity. Why do I come in there? Because my church do not need to have a number subscribed to it. I just need an intermediary to act on the behalf of a church as some type of investment of securities or something kind of entity on the behalf to generate these other churches. Why do I say that? Let's go to the U.S. Constitution.
Come on.
I'm on the video. You gonna keep saying shit and I'm on the video?
Okay, and we can shut up. I can say my house. What the hell am I supposed to walk in here quietly?
So let me break this down. What, mama? Okay, hold on. No, don't cut that off. Take my phone. No, it's playing. Take the phone. All right, thank you, mama. So let's get into this. So a constitutional church. So first, let's start here. Why I want to come to the deal with this constitutional thing. Why I want to deal with that. First of all, they say they can't impair any obligation of contracts or grant any titles of nobility. So I want to say that's Article 1, Section 10. But I'm not going to go over this because I went over this last night. But it's two parts I do want to go over. I do want to go over this. It says right here under Article 1, Section 2, 10, it says, make anything but gold and silver coin a tender in payment of debts. I want y'all to remember this now. The UCCs, they say tender in payment of debts. You can when they talk about lawful tender, right? Lawful tender of when you using Federal Reserve notes, they call it lawful tender. But you cannot pay off a debt with a debt. So under the gold clause, it tell you, right? It tell you that we're gonna jump back to that. It tells you how to go about doing things with the United States when depositing gold and silver. So let's go down to the First Amendment, so y'all can understand what's going on with this going on and what it means. No, not the article. Let's go to the First Amendment.
Who's there?
Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. I want y'all to understand. Congress, this is what? This is a prohibition on Congress. What that mean? Congress can't make any laws dealing with anything that's dealing with a religious institution. It's outside the scope of the jurisdiction. And you don't have to have an EIN or anything for it to be enforceable. This is why your church can be outside of the jurisdiction. And this got nothing, Congress can't make no law. So you ain't calling, you'll have to call it a First Amendment church. But in actuality, the First Amendment is going to apply to you because you don't have to have any number associated with that to create a church and then go back to the Internal Revenue Service. But I want to show you something as we go there. So now we know they can't mess with your church, right? Since they can't mess with your church, let me see. What? So when you create this church control entity, let's go here, this church control entity, you click this, right? And you click onto a church control entity, let's go back. We're dealing with what? A tax exempt and governmental organization. So let's click here. A church control entity. Cut that down. Cut it down. You see what I'm saying? So now you click on, you establish the church control entity. That means it's some type of men's or women's group, a religious school, a mission society. All of this stuff is outside of the jurisdiction of the United States. Cut it down. Play with the phone. Now, any other time you want the phone, now you want to come in here and start messing with me after y'all came from the movies. So, what am I going to do? Hold on, family. Stop. Play with that. I gave you the phone. So, once you get your 98 number, family, this is what you're going to do. You're going to get your 98 number, and you're going to take and do what? Generate a church control entity. And guess how many times? Every time you create a new temple, you can contact the IRS and generate its own individual number. So you're going to have the 98 number, then the 98 number off of that is going to generate another EIN number for the church control entity. You leave your church and don't have nothing. How you going to tie all of these things together? Through contract. So all of this stuff is going to be done through contract. How do you don't need to be touching these numbers. You don't have to be. Huh? Stop, Jariah. Girl, I'm gonna cut it up just a little bit. That's okay. So this is what I'm saying to you, family. Your 9A number. You're gonna get your 9A number. You're gonna then create a church control entity. If you got children, you're gonna call and get the number. You're gonna have 4 control EINs for each one of those, having its own thing. Now let's go back while I'm talking about the source of the funds and dropping this into the United States jurisdiction. Um, you see, you die. Yep. So let's go back. Let's go to the gold clause so y'all can see this. Okay, let's go back to the gold clause. Why am I talking about the gold clause? Why I keep talking about the gold clause? Why I keep going over this? Because the gold clause in consent to sue under 31 USC 5118. It says, in this section, the gold clause means provision in or related to an obligation alleging to give the obligee a right to require payment. It says in subsection, obligee means any obligation except United States currency payable in the United States money. Obligation means any obligation except United States currency payable in United States money. So if you deposit some gold in there, right? Gold, a particular state coin or currency, or United States money measured in gold, a particular United States coin or currency. Public debt obligation means a domestic obligation issued and guaranteed by the United States government to repay money or interest. So I want you to understand this so you can start understanding why I say you're going to deal with the treasury. You're going to give them the gold. You're going to give them the silver because they bankroll. You trying to reduce this inflation. You trying to kill the debt. You trying to get the dollar back strong, and you trying to use a lot, and then you trying to back everything by gold and silver. So once you give this to the treasury, it's a public debt. That's not your money. That don't got nothing. You gave them the money. So guess what? When they deposit the money in your account, it's based on them owing you some money, not you owing them some money or an obligation. They owe you the obligation. So this means the source of the funds is not coming from the United States, it's coming from somewhere else. This is why a lot of people teach you to secure party, but I like this one a little better because a secure there's more than there's a secure party, there's a secure interest, right? And there's a secure, let me see, what is it called? Secure party, secure interest, and secure a secure lien holder. You got you a secure party, right? I'm gonna put it in there. A secured party, secured lien holder, and secured investor. So let's go to the gold clause. Once again, break this down. Let me show we'll talk about this gold clause. So it says the United States government may not pay out any gold coins. A person lawfully holding United States coins and currency may present the coins and currency to the Secretary of Treasury for exchange for dollar for other United States coins and currency other than gold and silver coins. They may be lawfully held. The Secretary may shall make the exchange under regulations prescribed by the Treasury. So I want y'all to understand when you dealing with the treasury, y'all need to go over that because I went over this in the video a few times already and other videos. You got to understand once you give the gold and silver to the treasury, and I know how to do all of that, set it up, send your bonds in to the treasury. They got to borrow money, not you. They got to pay you because you put the money in the real constitutional money into the court. So they got to pay you. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
So once you get your bond set up, all of that, and we'll talk about some more details because I'm not gonna make these. It's already 45 minutes. I'll probably get off here in the next 2 or 3 minutes. But I want y'all to understand how to start setting this up because your contracts is gonna be important. You need to understand the source of funds. Why am I keep saying that? Because you need to show where the money came from. If it didn't come from the United States, it's coming from you. So you want to show where you deposited the money, gave it to the United States. United States, then you have a right to write instruments against those bonds and pay all your bills or whatever. And you will have the evidence, everything you need to complete your whole entire transaction without you having to come on that public side of the fence and act like a Federal Reserve agent in any kind. Do that make sense? So, as I'm gonna show y'all as I keep going along, Islam. When you come over, you want to come over you want to stay in your private capacity so that you can give to the public because Moors do not have a treaty with the Internal Revenue Service. I mean, not the Internal Revenue. Moors don't have a treaty with the with the internal, what is it? IMF, with the Federal Reserve System. We do not have a treaty with the Federal Reserve or IMF system. I want y'all to understand we do not have a treaty. That's why you're going to stay on the side in which you have a treaty with and allow them to operate through their capacity and pay you. And you will utilize the Postmaster General as your Attorney General. Do that make sense, family?
Yeah.
So once I show y'all all of this, because actually it's your contract. So the way I got it set up is my religious body don't have no nine, they don't have nothing. It just has contracts that can tie me in as evidence. Then what I did is got a 98 number. I got a foreign investment trust, a foreign investment security. It's a foreign trust that deals in securities and investments trust, and then that trust had created another entity as off of that 98 number to make me have a control religious institution in which then I can do all the things that I want to do. So once y'all see the stuff and I'll be able to show you, you will have a more better understanding on why I'm doing everything when you really fully understand. Is there any questions? So what I'm gonna do tomorrow for those who are on child support, I'm gonna show y'all exactly how to get remedy using this process, showing everything, getting your kids under that tax exempt status, showing you how to work this, turning your kids into a business, and either you making money for the kids can make money, and I'm gonna show y'all how to do this and get control over your stuff. But that's all I got, fellas. It's 50 minutes in. I want to people. I don't like. I shit like yesterday. I be trying not to make these videos real long. Go over the information, watch my videos, and I'm gonna continue to give you more precise information. Okay, so look, y'all gotta get in touch with me. I'm gonna put my number up here. Give me a call. You want some more trust information? We'll get into it. And I'm gonna start doing private sessions. So this is your boy Keng El Bey, dropping some knowledge on y'all on this part. So then we're gonna build from here. And then tomorrow, if anybody need any special attention or anything, I'll take it from there. But this is my number. Give me a call and let's start taking care of business. Nope. Okay, so peace and love, everybody. I'm out.